Good afternoon, everyone. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving with your family and y'all ate lots of good food and spent lots of time with your family. And so now we are kind of getting in the Christmas mode, and Bella May is on here with me. Can you say hi to them?
Hi.
Can you wave at them? Bella May and I are gonna make some shortbread today.
No cookies.
Well, kind of like cookies, yeah. It's kind of like cookies, shortbread cookies, but
Look, that's cookies.
yeah. So we are gonna use we've got these really cool little stone things that we're gonna use to make, and I don't know if you can see that design, but it's super pretty. And then I've got another one, Bella calls this her Elsa one, that's got a snowflake. And so we're gonna make a couple different shortbreads today. I'm just gonna show you one of them because essentially it's the same process for all of them, just based on what kind you wanna make. So we start out with half a stick of butter. You want it at room temperature. I typically just stick mine from the refrigerator in the microwave and warm it just a little bit to kind of start melting it. So you're gonna put, and I'm gonna do this all in my mixer. So you're gonna put this in your mixer. Now. Alright, so you're gonna put your butter in your mixer and you're gonna cream your butter.
What?
And like I said, it's 1 stick of butter that you're gonna use. So just cream your butter. Your next ingredient is gonna be a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. And so once you kind of get your butter creamed, oh, and Bella's showing you she's eating a snack. Grammy made some new candy, so we're trying that out, which is super good. Maybe sometime we can share that recipe because we need to know how to make it because it's super good. So you cream your butter, and then we're going to add in our powdered sugar. So you want 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. And we like to make this every year. I started making this a couple of years ago, and I've kind of just become the person that makes this if we want it. Yeah, you are eating a cookie, aren't you? So you've got your 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. You're going to go ahead and cream that in as well. And then you're supposed to use a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. I never measure out my vanilla on any dessert that I make. I just pour it in because I always like a little bit more than it calls for. And I've got several different other extracts that I use. So for this one, I'm gonna make a cranberry and walnut shortbread. So I also like to add in a little bit of maple, and I've also got some rum as well. So you can really just kind of experiment with this. Really, there's no wrong or right way to do this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the maple extract. I just like the way it tastes. So we're gonna let that mix up. And then our next one, we're gonna do just a cup of flour. And I do sift my flour. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like maple syrup in here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and you kind of want to work your flour in a little bit at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and sift a little bit in at a time and then get this mixing. Sift a little bit in there, mix it up a little bit, probably about 1/2 cup. Go ahead and sift in, let it go ahead and mix up again. And this is, if you've ever made shortbread, it's a really dry dough, so it's kind of hard to hold it together, and you're gonna think it's super dry and that, you know, it's not gonna compact together, but it will. Just go with me here. I've got about a half a cup in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sift my other half in there. And once I get my flour mix in, and that's kind of when I start adding whatever else I want to add. Our other one that we're going to make, I was just going to do a chocolate chip one. It's a good one to make for kids. But there are all different kinds you can do. You can do, like I've got a lemon extract, and you can do like a little bit of lemon zest in one. There's just all different kinds based on whatever holiday it is. I've done some with just a blueberry. And they all, I mean, this is not hard to mess up at all. It's super easy dessert. And then when you press it into your pan and it comes out, once I bake it, I'll show you what it comes out really, really pretty. But you are gonna think that this dough is super dry, but I promise that's what it's supposed to be like. Scrape off the sides here and make sure that we're getting everything kind of mixed like we need to. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in, I've got my dried cranberries, and I use a lot of dried fruit, dried cranberries, dried blueberries, any of them. And again, I don't measure any of this out. I just kind of look and see what it looks like and if it looks good. Some people like a little more berries and nuts than others. So you can kind of just go based off, what you like. And then I'm going to throw in my walnuts. And these are whole walnuts, but as they mix in there, they'll kind of bust up. Don't want super, super small pieces in there. As I was thinking about this when I was a little girl like Bella, my grandma, my dad's mom, Bonnie, she used to work at a local restaurant when she was older, or one of her best friend's restaurants. And one of my biggest memories was she homemade all of the biscuits, all the dough. And so I've gotten to where I don't take off any of my rings when I do this stuff. But I remember when I was little, I used to sit up on the counter like this in the back of the restaurant when my grandma would make her biscuits, and I always remember she had a solitaire wedding ring, and I always remember she never took it off, and and the dough was always stuck in that solitaire. And so I don't ever take my rings off, but that's kind of a precious memory that I have of my grandma. It's that she would homemade those biscuits. Yeah, Gabe is up in there. Gabe woke up from his nap, so we're getting ready to go get him up. So here's your dough, and all you're gonna do, you're gonna put it in the middle of your little dish, and you're just gonna pat it out. You wanna pat it out all the way to the edges. Make sure you fill up your dish, and I'll show you a picture of this as soon as I get it patted out. And so we're gonna get this patted out. You're gonna preheat your oven. No matter which kind you make, you're gonna preheat your oven to 325. You wanna cook it on a pretty low temp. But you're gonna pat this out super flat, and then you're gonna take a fork and you wanna poke holes in it so it cooks evenly. Hey, you don't want to do that. We can't lick our hands and then touch it because other people are gonna be eating this. So you wanna pat it out as flat as you can in your dish. Bella, did you enjoy that candy that you just ate? That was super good. That was a very, very good, one of those sweet and savory kind of things.
I like those cookies.
Yeah, me too. All right, so got it patted out in my little dish here. And I'll tell you, you can get all designs. You can get Christmas designs of these. I think this is like a thistle, and thistle, I don't know, it's got some kind of flowers. Okay, don't touch it. Hang on, I gotta do it with a fork. No, not yet. And then you're gonna just take your fork and you just kind of want to poke holes, kind of like when you make a pie crust. You just kind of poke all the little holes around. You just want to do this so it cooks evenly. So here is it in the dish. You can see it poked all the little holes. I'm gonna stick it in. You typically want to stick it in between 30 to 35 minutes. But I would just keep an eye out. You want to watch that it gets lightly brown. Always make sure though that you do spray this. I did spray this with some Pam. But you're gonna stick this in 30 to 35 minutes. Just watch it as it kind of gets brown. And once you make these, you'll kind of know the consistency of what color you want it to be. But we're gonna stick this in and bake it. And then once we get it out and get it all pulled out, we will show you a picture of what it turned out. So like I said, cranberry walnut, but later here in a minute, we're gonna make a chocolate chip one and just have fun, experiment with these. These are great for Christmas. These are great to make for people. Like this year, I think we're gonna try for our few neighbors that we really talk to a whole lot. We're gonna make some of these. You can do them up in a little clear bag with a ribbon, and it's a great gift to have with hot tea. Coffee. You can have it in the morning for breakfast. It's just a great little dessert to make to snack on. And so anyway, try it out. Shortbread. Get your little stone thing to bake it in. But also this one is just like a little metal pan too. You can get all kinds of these, all designs. So we will show you what it looks like later. Bellamy, can you tell them bye?
Bye.
Say have a good day.
Have a good day.
God bless you. All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye.